Welcome to the next edition of Hit and Run. Back out in the dark, just how I like it. Rod's bouncing around like mad already. Look at that, boing. One's on a whole squid. Extreme left down rod's a live bait rig. Got a 6.0 panel on the left, 2.0 panel on the right. Baits for the night are squid, black lug and carp. What the hell is bouncing around on the end there? I reckon that's a nice sized whiting, just slack behind me. Gotta go. It's going to be a busy evening tonight then, guys. So I've got 3 rods out, they're all banging away like mad. And there's my first fish. Nice whiting, about 8-10 ounces. He's going to go back, so I don't want him. So yeah, first fish, first jerk. Get one of these on a live bait, see how big Mystic Coddy's going to be. So it would seem I'm at a whiting rid in West Bexington, which is great for the live bait rod. I'm certainly not complaining, it's gone slack again, but that means it's got one on it, which is good. I just keep tightening up every now and then. And he's still tapping away. The other 2 are fairly motionless. I've got squid on the left, a lug on the right. If they're motionless, it means they're probably hooked to fish and it's lead on the ground. But that's okay, I don't mind. Well, I'll bounce back in a minute and I'll have something from the cod family on it, no doubt. Right, I am at West Bexington, the tide's flooding. I got here just after low water. The tide's starting to flood nicely now. There we go, a little bounce on the middle one. Yeah, a bit more lively than the last session where it was a bit dead down Ferry Bridge. Also at West Bex, I've been up here for a few years. Makes a nice change. West Bex, little shingle. Not lying to you, there you go, West Bex shingle. Right, onwards. Thought I managed it that time, guys. Big load of slack line. Thought, ooh, this is a bit more promising. Plenty of weight on the way in. Couple of good nods. And I'll wind in this. Now, I'm fishing a 2.0 panel rig with a single worm. Quite a tangle at that. But anyway, so my bottom hook's got this. And my top hook's got this, and about 3 foot apart. Brilliant. It's a whiting fest. Ting ting ting. Yeah, I thought I got it that time, but never mind. We should go back for another one. Like I said, this evening baits are blacks. Fresh blacks. Can't believe it when I'm with angling. I got a couple of wraps of frozen, and like he said to me, do you want fresh? Yep, I'll take some fresh. A little bit on the small side, but I'll take anything. The tides aren't that big this week, so yeah. This rod is a simple 2 hook panel rig, size 2.0s. Just taking a single worm. Probably some carp in a minute when I run out of worm. I've got 2 wraps. It's literally a single worm, very small bait. I'm trying to get past the whiting. Sometimes the whiting will sit at a certain range. It might sit 60 to 80 yards out. And hordes and hordes and hordes of them. When you overcast them, you're alright. No luck so far. I'm casting good 120 metres tonight. Really getting onto it tonight. Impressing myself almost. But yeah. Live bait rod's still rattling away. The other 2 are fairly still, so I'm going to wind the squid one in a minute. Probably find me some more whiting on it. But yeah, it's basically speed fishing tonight. I think there was a salmonite match up here the weekend and they had ridiculous amounts. But anyway, I'll hang this up. Yeah, very simple rigs, pulleys all the way tonight. Nice simple rigs, tight, loads of them made up. My 6.0 pulley rig, my squid rod is a pair of 6.0s and the top one's fixed. So I've not just knotted the top one, left a little gap about 75mm, 80mm, something like that. It's just the length of a squid or less. So you get two hooks in the bait, nice and tight together. Because I've had it over a couple of years ago, the whiting will the codling will grab the bait and spin it up, and they'll move the hooks apart and get away with the bait, and you just get a bite and lose the fish. So I've gone with the fix a hook, see what happens, hope for codling. Or I'm lucky, the live bait rod's going to go off with a ripper and I'll have a double. Let's see what happens. More whiting. Got a cracker this time though. He's got to be a good pound. There he is. Nice fish, taking a whole squid and a pair of 6.0s. Uh-oh. I really don't think it's going to matter what I put on the hooks tonight. There's me lug bait. He's been sat out there about 15 minutes. The squid seems to be finding the better ones. For about a pound again. Keep on wading through. I'm going to check the live bait rod in a minute. I'll probably have another one on. Hopefully it's the size of the small one, not the size of the big one. I think that's too big for cod, but that will be perfect on my live bait rod, I think. Come on. Right, time for a quick bait up this time, guys. We're going for a whole squid on a pair of 6.0s. Like I said, the 6.0s, I've got 6.0 octopus there. Small section of luminous tubing. Another 6.0 there. No, it's knotted on. That's on a 90-pound snud. Yeah, the tubing does two things. One, it glows a tiny bit, and the other one is it gives something for the elastic to bite into, so you know your bait can't move. And that goes down to an impact shield and a 6-ounce Nairmex. I love those leads. Absolutely love them. I think I'm up there for 2 minutes, so we'll do this quick. Right, so I'll take my Sam's unwashed C6 squid. Split it in two, reverse the top section, and I'm going to get I'm going to find it, my Gemini V baiting tool, lay the bait into it, I'll start whipping it, so have a nice little squiddy sausage. But obviously where I've cut it in half, it lets the scent out better. It distributes the weight slightly better as well, so I think it's a more aerodynamic package. Now the tentacles and stuff on the squid, I'm going to rip that one off, fold it up, try and bind them all in place, like that. So I don't want too many tag ends for the whiting to get hold of and drag at. Another bonus for the fixed panel rig is it will act like a live bait rig again. Still nothing out there. There's probably a fish on each rod. Right. Right, so then bottom hook nicks in through the eye of the squid, out the side, and I line up roughly where the other one's going to sit, nick it in and out, tighten up a little bit, lovely, lovely, then I start winding again. Now the whiting are ferocious tonight, so I'm actually tempted to add even more squid to this. I hope the feeding frenzy of the whiting attracts the codling. That's a slim chance, I know, but we shall see. But no, I'm going to stick with just one whole squid. Try and get further out than the whiting if I get a good cast. I'm getting a good cast out tonight. The casting's improved over the last couple of weeks. By literally concentrating more. Right, pull the baiting tool out. Lovely, straight squid. You get my scissors a minute, trim them off. Because like I say, I don't want too many little bits for the whiting to grab a hold of. Snip the eye, let the scent out, and that's it. Lovely, lovely. A little bit of rod knocking action. Right hand rod's worm, middle rod's squid, right little toe on it, and the left hand rod is the live bait. Still tapping away nicely. I missed a good bite on a squid just now. A couple of good pull downs and loads of slack line. Unfortunately it was gone by the time I caught up with it, so I think it might have been a whiting. Still tapping away. Alright, been here about 2 hours now, I think. Yeah, about 2 hours. And it's hordes of whiting. I've lost count of the whiting I've had. Got to about £1.5, £1.75. So a good size. Checked the bait on my live bait rod just now and I had 2 whiting on it, 1 on each hook, which is just great. Oh, it's a bit more positive on the middle rod. Probably on the white end. So the tide's just starting to flood. The water's pretty clear. That rod's going mental. That's the live bait rod dropped in close. So my live bait rig's a 6.0 octopus hook with a size 1 Sakuma circle behind it, about 50mm or less. I'll explain that rig another day. I'll do a whole video on it. Right, try and tighten up that left one. See what's on the middle one, I think. He's wet. So the tide's starting to flood nicely now. It's been flooding for about an hour or so, I think. The live bait rod had been pulled in once. We had live bait on, lovely. So he's gone back out with fresh bait. He's banging away, so I reckon there's another live bait on it. Lovely, lovely. The other two have slowed down bites wise, but I'm still bringing in white in every chuck. So I'm literally just speed fishing now. I'm not speed fishing, I'm giving it like 10 minutes a chuck. In a minute I'm going to try cart on one of them, see if that gets rid of the white in. It's a beautiful night, very chilly. There's that many fish about. I kind of wish I brought the kids down last night and get them their first white in. But never mind. It's always next weekend. Right, it's about 40 minutes from my last update and I've had more white in. But what I've done now is I switched to cart on both rods. A couple of rattles on one, but I've had nothing on the other one. So either the whiting don't like to cart too much and I'll leave room for the cod, or they've choked it down so fast they've died. One or the other. Live bait rod's still going mental every couple of minutes. Oh, there's a tug on the cart. There's fish filled here at West Bexington tonight. I kind of wish I brought the kids down over the weekend. Well, not yesterday, it was horrible. Brought the kids down. Might bring them down in a week. Catch a few white in, get them hooked. It's a lovely clear night. Water's clear. No dogs so far, which is nice. But still I'm having the drought of the codling, but we shall keep trying. Morning guys, the cart has done its job. I've not caught a whiting this time. It's the friend of every Chesil angler, the woofer. Brilliant, here comes the kennels. But I shall keep on going. Another couple of hours to go. More bait. again, just to prove this evening. Thought I'd done it again. It's a double shot of whiting. My last casts are out. Got a giant squid and carp on one rod, and I've got a couple blacks on the other one. I've just belted to the horizon. Got a really good cast that time. The wind swung around northerly, so it's right from behind me. Went ages. Still, I get these two back. We'll see what happens on the last cast. Morning guys, best fish of the night so far, I think. It's a beautiful whiting. The beauty is £1.25. I actually weighed it. Yeah, lovely fish. Came on the live bait rig along with this one. Thought I'd done it again. Oh well, next time. Right, 2 more to come in yet. Right, just quickly as I'm packing up, I'm going to show you my live bait rig, or the hook end of it anyway. It's very, very simple. It is. I'll get the focus. Size 1 Sakuma circle. Now this is pretty important. This is a crimp. That's a cedar double crimp. 0.8 of a millimetre, which is the same diameter as my line, which is £80. And then that goes to a 6.0 octopus hook, knotless knotted. Focus. Knotless knotted. Like I say, really short behind it. There's my finger scale. I'll leave a little tag end out on the crimp, because I literally will stick that into a bait and then whip it on. So the bait fills up this whole area. This whole line is filled with bait. And as I whip it, I'll whip the bigger hook alongside it as well, so it all stays really close together, really neat. Not that's found me a cod tonight. Right then, wound in the last cast. Dogfish on one rod, and I'm just wound in this on the other rod. So we've got a nice little whiting, about 6 ounces, and I've got what's left of a whiting. He's fresh. He's still chugging, but he's missing quite a lot. And I'm all out of bait. Oh well. Next time I'll catch what does this. Next time. Right, I'm in the truck now, about to go home. That's the end of another one. Loads of whiting, couple of dogs, and that whiting got bitten in half right in the last cast. Didn't see a single touch on the bite though. I'm going to say conger. Oh well, what more can you say? Right, hit the like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.